persecution and inquisition that flopped out as I'm talking here, so we'll see if that actually comes out in your past life cards. All the tarot decks that I'm using and the meaning of their placement in this reading are in the description below this video. So Pisces, let's see who you were in a past life. I'm really going to try to focus in on your personality and the life you lived, who you were, what you did, the money you made. Tell you what, Aquarius just had a very intense reading, and I was like, woo! So I had to settle down for a minute to do Pisces, because wow. And I know there's lots of cross watchers out there, so if you have a rising Aquarius, holy smokes, check out Aquarius's past life. Alright, Pisces, let's see who you are, what energies from the past life are going to come out and speak to you and talk to you. We're looking at a past life that's relevant to what you are currently experiencing in this incarnation. Okay. Oh, well, look at that. So, we had Celtic, which is, primarily Europe, everything over there. And then, like, Scotland, Ireland, Spain. So, just, and also there's an element of, kind of the Dark Age time period with this, but before I get too much into that, we need to pull more cards. Wars and battles, ooh. And then Mother. Very interesting, Pisces. Alright. So, let's see what your zodiac sign was for this life that's coming through. Guess what, Pisces? You were a Pisces! Yay! And coming out as the Sage of Chalice, this is saying you were working more with the feminine aspects of the Piscean energy, okay? It was more of like the divine feminine. You could have actually been a female, and with Mother here, I'm not surprised. Many of you probably were a female Pisces in your past incarnation, and this doesn't mean like the past incarnation before this one, particularly that you're living now, but this past incarnation is significant to your life path this lifetime, and that's why it's coming through, and you were a Pisces. Very nice, Pisces. Very nice. Apparently, you guys really like working with the Piscean energy, eh? So, I'm going to pull another oracle card to get more information about your personality. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we will pull two, because two came out. We have the Desert Prince and then the Dream Walker. Dreams, the collective good, illusions, survival, false promises. So, I think these could describe Pisces down to a T, right? Pretty much embodying everything a Pisces is in these two energies, where it's talking about the low functioning aspect of Pisces and the high functioning aspect of Pisces, because, high functioning is somebody who is a Pisces, who is a dreamer, who does imagine, who does uplift, who does inspire, who is very wise, who's very empathic and connected into other people, and has an ability to heal and soothe in a very special way. But because of that, there are Pisces who will use that to their advantage and manipulate and lie and take advantage and gaslight people, put up smoke and mirrors, create illusions to get what you want. So instead of it being for the collective good of all, you make it for the collective good of yourself. Now, those are just the elements that come out with these two cards, but Pisces, you were as much Pisces in this incarnation as you are in the one that you are experiencing right now. I like it. So let's, before we get into this, let's pull some Gaia to look at what were your predominant life experiences, like what's going on here, because we're in Europe somewhere, okay, and I just keep wanting to say like Scotland, Ireland, and the time frame I feel is more, this isn't speaking so much of your energy, like you were in the war. It's like this is a time frame in which you lived in Europe. There was a great war going on during that period. And perhaps because we have mother here, your child could have been in the war, or your spouse, you know, I feel more it would be your spouse or your child, just based on the mother card. But because we have the Celtic here, this could also be the Dark Ages, you know, and just the war and battle of trying to survive and be alive in that time frame. But let's see what comes out in the Gaia Okay, that is the magic right there. We have death and rebirth, healing. Nice, you were a total master and badass, whatever your craft was, whatever your profession was. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. You know what? I'm glad I talked about Aquarius in your reading, because Aquarius got these cards, okay? Not healing, though. They did not get healing, and they got them in the same order. Actually, I take it back. They got death, and then the 4, and then the 10, and then they have it in Earth. So they're in a slightly different order. But what I feel about Pisces is this. You guys were a healer of some kind, whether it be an actual doctor, a medicine man, medicine woman, something along those lines, Reiki, some form of holistic healing is coming through really strong with these energies. But with the 4 and this 10, you know, look at the energy of these cards. This man is the master, the ultimate of whatever it is that he is doing. Whether he's a scientist, a doctor, a teacher, a philosopher, it doesn't matter. Somebody that's connected into the higher realm, because that comes through really strong with this energy. Okay, you see all the chakras are lit up and aligned, and there's flames like the Kundalini. Alright, that was your energy. And because we have healing right here next to death and rebirth, many of you were in the medical field, and that came through strong. And I think it was, Capricorn. Capricorn had a really strong element of healing. But for you guys, for some, this might have been more low-key, because we have Mother here. So you guys, okay, yeah. Some of you actually were part of this war and battle. And I feel like you were a nurse or a physician, okay, and you, very feminine energy here, so I feel like many of you were the divine feminine, and you were there for, like, a lot of death, okay, like, you were trying to save lives, but also with rebirth and Mother, like, you gave life, or you helped bring life into this world. So some of you were like a midwife, something along those lines, and others of you, you were some sort of medic in the trenches, in the war, and it has to do with Europe. And some of you, this has to do with like the Dark Ages time period, like the Renaissance era. And you just, whatever it is that you were doing in that healing way, you were like on top of your game. Nobody could beat you, okay? You were just amazing. And coming through as a Pisces, some of you were very intuitive and psychic, I'm sure, but I don't feel like that was where you were directing your energy so much, helping people on that level. It was more in the physical realm, like healing the body, healing the mind, healing the soul, okay? And it was your profession. It's what you did. Okay, so let's pull some gypsy cards to get more information about this energy. We have merchant. Yep. You guys had a profession. Thought you were damn intelligent. Messenger and cheerfulness. Yeah, you guys were healers. Now, we have thought and messenger here, so you were receiving messages from the divine, okay? But I don't feel like you could have been, say, a tarot card reader, but you didn't advertise yourself as that. That would be something you did in the quiet. But you definitely delivered spiritual messages. But I feel like the time frame in which you're existing here, like you had to keep that under wraps. Like you had to, like you couldn't be out in the open with it, okay? So it was a quiet thing. But yeah, thought and messenger for sure, and then healing. We have cheerfulness, so there was a lot of happiness in your life, Pisces. Okay, this doesn't so far appear to be that of sadness. You were a very nurturing, healing energy. Many of you were a mother. Others of you were a nurse, midwife. You were like delivering babies. But you had these spiritual gifts, but you kept them on the down low. And I really think it's because of the era of time that you were existing. You couldn't be open and outwardly, okay, with that. And coming through as the desert prince, survival, it pairs really well with this wars and battle and being some sort of medical aid in the trenches, healing people, saving them after they've been wounded, okay? So Pisces, healer, 100%, like hands-on, doctor, physician, nurse. Some of you like delivering babies. But you all had this spiritual gift that you kind of kept to yourself. And you know, some of you, like, you would get messages about other people and you would express them, but you wouldn't come from a place of letting them know that you like got it from the divine. Like you were smooth about working it in, because you would get messages for other people that they needed to hear from the divine, but you had a way of saying it where it just sounded like it was coming from the wisdom of your own soul. So they weren't feeling like you were voodoo or, you know, the devil or anything crazy like that, how beliefs used to be a long time ago. So you were one smooth cat, I'll say that. And you got a lot of psychic information, but you more utilized that for the planning and strategy of your own life. Not so much like reading tarot cards for a living or being a psychic medium or even like a Reikiist person. If you did that, it's like, again, more behind the scenes, more hidden, but you had the knowledge, you had the wisdom, you had the talent, but you did not let just anybody know. You know what? I totally skipped ahead because I was so interested in seeing. So we'll pull these now. This is the two, strong traits about you for good or bad. Oh, wow. Dreams, and we have the Dream Walker. Holy crap, and playfulness. Ooh, Pisces. So, we have dreams times 2. And since I have thought and messenger, and I'm saying that, you're connected into the higher realms, you're a freaking Pisces. Hello. In this lifetime here that's coming through, you had prophetic dreams. You saw things in your dreams. Also with this, you had a bit of magic in manifesting things. Like, some of you might have even known a little bit of magic, okay? But your dreams, that is how you predominantly communicated with spirit, or with transitioned loved ones, things like that. So much would come to you guys in your dreams, and that, I believe, carries through into the incarnation that you are experiencing now, the Dream Walker, okay? So much comes to you in your dreams, more than you'll ever know, and just because this is paired up and so strong, Pisces, I highly recommend writing down every single dream in a dream journal. And if you're like, I don't dream or I don't remember my dreams, start doing some meditations or something to help you remember them upon waking. There's 1,000,000,005 of them on YouTube. So do it, because this is such a strong, powerful message that your dreams contain prophetic information, psychic information, answers to your questions, guidance, all of it, okay? Look to your dreams. Playful. Your energy was super awesome, okay? I think I kind of already spoke to that, because we have cheerfulness and now playfulness. Just being around you was fun. I think everybody adored you and loved you, and it's because you were, an empath. You could fill into any person, and you would know how to interact with them, and what to reveal about yourself and what not to reveal about yourself. And sometimes, the dreams that you would have, you would share that information and would come to pass. I feel like that is how you, with the messenger, that's how you gave your messages, is they came in your dreams, whether it was your dreams or at night, or just during the day. You would just get caught up in a daydream and go to a totally different dimension. Alright, so wow, Pisces. Let's take a look here, Full of Flames card, to see where you were at on your journey with this lifetime. I felt like it was going to be a big number. Yeah, you were nearing the completion of a soul cycle this lifetime, okay? And I don't feel like you're finished with that. I feel this life that you're living right now is a part of this soul cycle, and you're nearing the end of it, Pisces, okay? Whatever this here is adding to your soul, you're nearing the end of it. You're wrapping up a lot of things in this lifetime. You're probably will awaken to different soul wisdom within you throughout your entire lifetime, okay? You might be super badass spiritual right now, but in 10 years from now, you're going to be even more off the charts, okay? It's as you go through this incarnation, all the previous incarnations that you've had that are involved in this soul cycle trigger and awaken within you, and you bring forth that wisdom, that knowledge, that philosophy into this life. So pretty powerful stuff there. Let's take a look at what your financial situations were in this life. You know, like, were you comfortable? Did you live in poverty? This here, some of you probably did experience quite a bit of a lackful existence. But in saying that, because we have this war energy, that can mean like you were just in the trenches most of your life. You could have even lost your life in this war, even though you're coming through as some sort of medical aid. Now, for others of you, this could mean like you're just not really focused on money. You don't really care because, you know, here's this party happening down here, but you're off alone in this cave. So what I feel strongest with this card is material and financial gain and abundance just wasn't really on your agenda whatsoever. I don't really feel like this is speaking to a lackful, like you were poor, starving. I don't feel like that's what the Five of Crystals is saying. For some of you, due to the time frame that you existed, it's like it was a very meager existence compared to what you have today, okay? But it has everything to do with the time frame or where you were, what was going on in your life. But you had enough, okay? And again, I just don't think that money was your focus. It just wasn't what motivated you. So let's pull the Cups card here to look at what your relationships were like. Seven of Cups. So you, with this card, I'm going to say you had many close relationships throughout your entire life, okay? But because at the top here, we have this one cup that has like this soul energy coming out. To me, you were only in love with one person. Romance has not come through really at all in any of these cards, so for whatever reason, that's not what Spirit wants you to focus on or think about this past life. Is not so much about your love connection. It was more about who you were and what you were doing. And there's some of you that have these amazing spiritual gifts, but you hold back and you shy away. And I really feel like it's because some of you were persecuted in this life because you had ability and it was considered to be witchcraft, taboo, or whatever back then. So there's this trauma in your energy field where you hold back these gifts, okay? But you need to release them. You need not have fear. You are here to do what you're here to do, and it exists within you, and this is a lifetime where you can bring it out full force. You just got to get past any fear or insecurity, okay? But you had many relationships, and I'm not talking romance, I mean like friendship, colleague, family connections throughout your life, and they all opened and triggered a part of you that made you even more aware of your spiritual gifts. And you've probably experienced that kind of cycle in this lifetime where different relationships trigger different aspects of your spirit. And that's just how you're made, Pisces. That's how you learn best. So, but definitely only one. I only see one love of life here. And for some of you, I'm not even sure that love was on your mind or on your agenda. You guys were, you know, in the trenches there, some of you. But you had like a really great, fun, young, spunky personality. And, you know, for some of you, I feel like you transitioned very young. Okay, you were, like some of you transitioned young. even though you were just like this amazing wise soul, because we have a lot of youthful, playful energy here in these two cards. But others of you, no matter what, it's just like you were a really fun person to be around, very uplifting, always laughing, always smiling, always having the perfect words to say, the best advice. It's just a lot of people looked to you for that stuff. So the biggest challenge, the Ten of Orbs, yep. This here tells me that, yeah, you guys were persecuted for your spiritual gift. And I believe that persecution flew out when I first started shuffling. And that's really played into this reading. Yeah, some of you were like burned at the stake for your spiritual gifts. And others of you, it's like you had to hide who you really were, because it was not accepted and it was very intense for you. And with this Five of Crystals, that might be why, you felt outcast, disconnected. But your biggest challenge was who you could trust to have your back, okay? Because of who and what you were and what you were capable of. So we have 2 10s in this reading plus this 9. This was, even though you were very happy, this was a very intense life experience that you had, Pisces. Like intense, because you're coming through as a master energy, all right? And then we have a 10 here, which is another master energy, the completion of a cycle. And then we have this 10 of orbs, completion of cycle. And then we have this 9 of flames talking about your soul cycle, and then death and rebirth. So this here was some intense energy that you experienced, okay? And wow, just pat yourself on the back, okay? So if this life has been hard, it's because of the level of your soul and, what you're trying to complete. But you're going to start anew very soon, and all of this soul growth and expansion that you've accumulated over this cycle of your soul will become fully embodied within you, and you're just going to be really amazing with this next death and rebirth. And I feel like that involves the earth realm. Like, I don't feel like you're trying to ascend on out of the earth realm. I feel like, no, you're completing a specific task you've had over many lifetimes, and you love it here. You love this experience, your soul. Okay, I'm not talking about you, your personality, the costume that you're wearing on your soul for this lifetime, but your soul loves to be in the earth plane, loves to heal, loves the magic of life, loves the illusion of life, okay? Loves it. And you have no intention of leaving anytime soon. No, you want to be in this game for many soul cycles to come, okay? That's just what I see going on here. Wow, Pisces. So let's take a look at the past life karma that comes through for the good or the bad from this life that affects you now into your current incarnation. Really pay attention to your dreams, Pisces. You guys are getting lots of information in your dreams. And it's funny, I'm just going to tell you this quick little story about your dreams. Because I get so many comments from on all the videos, and so many people are talking about twin flame love and love of their life and all this, that. And I'm currently single, so, and I don't really think about romance that much, but just because of the comments, like, I've really been thinking about it. And, I wondered, I didn't really think I had a soulmate twin flame relationship to carry me through the rest of my life. I just feel like I have more of a spiritual journey. So I posed the question to the universe: give me a sign of who my one is, okay? And then the next morning when I was waking up to go to work, I hit my snooze button on my alarm, and I had this dream, and I was walking out of a building, and there was this big white bricked building in front of me, and there were two large M's on the building, and there was a spirit guide in my dream, and she said to me, "That is the initial of your one." And then I woke up, and I was like, whoa. And so I was like, was that really a sign? Or was that just my own mind? Because I had been thinking about it. But because dreams has come out, Pisces, really pay attention to your dreams. I'll let you know if my one happens to be an M name, M initial, when I come across him. I will keep you informed. I just thought that was quite interesting. Just the verbiage of it, the exact way I posed the question was the exact way it was said to me as an answer in my dream, so it's really cool. Alright, Pisces, let's see what karma you bring for the good or the bad. And before I pull these, I do want to say with this Ten of Orbs, some of you could feel very loner, backstabbed this life a bit. Okay, that could be some challenge you face. Yeah, Luna. So, yeah, your psychic gift here, your ability to connect into spirit that you hid, it comes forth with you very strong this lifetime. This is actually the Pisces card right here. The moon represents the zodiac sign of Pisces. So Pisces energy, man, you've been working with the I wonder if you just keep coming as Pisces. Strength. Yeah, there's nothing you can't get through. All these challenges, especially if you were fried at the stake for your religious belief or what you were capable of doing, it made you so strong. Like, you can weather so much more than you know, Pisces. And spiritually, oh my God, who could top you? And we have Starseed. Yep. This right here is talking about this spiritual energy where I say you have this beautiful, amazing gift. This is like from a higher dimension. This is representing the frequency and essence of your soul. Okay, so perhaps that's why you come through as this Pisces energy. You're reincarnating as that because that energy is most in alignment to whatever frequency you truly come from. Okay, so all the stuff that's coming through for Pisces as far as karma goes is looking really nice and really good. It's talking about your spiritual gift. It's saying that the essence, the frequency of your consciousness comes from a different dimension, and like, you don't want to leave the earth plane. You're loving it here. You are learning so much, okay? You don't want to. And the challenges that you experience is because you are such a badass as a soul. Like, you're so amazingly wise. You come from a different dimension, Pisces, okay? And it's not easy for you to fully incorporate your energy into the earth plane energy, but you love being here. There's something about it. It might be like a drug to your spirit. I don't know. But you love being here, and you want to be here, and you sign up for a spiritual mission every damn time. Okay? You're like, oh, a spiritual mission that will be intense, and I'm going to go crazy? Sign me up. That's you, Pisces, at a soul level. It's like whatever can stretch you and expand you the furthest is what you are signing up for. You are nearing the end of a soul cycle. You are preparing for something completely brand new and amazing, like a completely different genre of frequency for your soul to vibrate from. So, pretty fantastic, if you ask me. So, Pisces, that is your past life reading. For this reading anyways, I will do another one of these in, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year from